the frequency. Mm, going on. I am, you are, this is more room. And today's episode is brought to you by F Sharp. Go ahead and close those eyes and cross them. You can place your hands on your chest, that chest as well. Going to inhale through the nose, expand the belly on that inhale, deep inhale. At the top, we hold the tone of ah, ah. You can say while I am playing, or if you have one of these, use it as a tool. Um, Play that as well. You can hum along. Whew. You can hum, sing, tone, however. Those eyes, close them and cross them, staring at your nostril. All right, or up top. Because on the inhale, we're inhaling, taking our breath in to our heart space. Deep exhale. Inhale with in mind. Inhale. Inhale. One more. Slow it down. You can hold your hands about 3 to 5 inches away from your chest area. You can feel that resonance. You feel it? That's you in spirit, whatever you want to call it, whatever click you claim. That's you in spirit, you and God, you and Goddess, you and them deities, you and your folk, you and your peoples, you and source. Oh, that's all you. Mm. And inhale. And on the exhale, open your eyes. Just opening. I open up my heart. I recall riding with my sister. Black car, red car, maybe silver. We're getting off of that exit that goes to Mitchell College. So that would have been where Fun Station used to be. Right now, where the Sheets and Subway, Sheets over here, Subway over here. You're going down and the light there, Boxcar Grill is at that exit. So that's heading east towards Hickory. And I just remember like going down that and that song would be on or something would be on. The windows would be down, it would be sunny, and Reevy would be pumping some type of music. Whether it was gospel music, Aaliyah, Missy, The Brat, 702, Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, 112, DMX, Crucial Conflict. Like, she definitely put me on. Ah, I am grateful for her putting me on music, playing so much music around me, so much, and so much that I liked as well. And, a lot of it I like because she did. So, older sister. So, Mm. My eyes are still closed. I'm just seeing what I'm saying. So, great thing about visualizing, especially when you got the tones in the background, waterfall, you know, got your breathing beforehand, the tones, opening up the heart space, you know, we're clearing out that low vibrational energy with our breath from earlier. We have that waterfall of cleansing energy, that white light splashing all through the crown, entering through our crown all the way down, cleansing and replenishing at the same damn time. And that's how you use music. Play same damn time or just get the instrumental. Play that shit. I'll be observing. I'll be moving at the same damn time. I'll be seeing with my eyes closed at the same damn time. Something like that. Whatever. Whatever the affirmation may be. So yeah, that was the pitch pipe. And using that, ordered it last week. So for healing, toning, tuning. So for today, I want to play some tunes. The title or the theme of this is Sex is a Weapon. I wanted to play some tunes first. Because when a song comes into the mind, you got to go get it. You got to play it. Spirit telling you something, bringing up something for you. And for me, I had to recover my awareness of my ego and how much I say that I know everything. And a defense mechanism, a protection veil that we use very often, that we used when we were younger. I know that I used it, protecting ourselves by saying, I know, I know, I know already. I already know that. How many times did you have to say that? Or having to protect yourself to say that I know everything there is here. That's why I'm bored or agitated, angry, restless. I already know everything, you know. I know everything there is to know. Not believing that someone else could expand your knowledge upon something. Of course, that's not something, not those who have had those teachings early, those who have not, you know what I'm saying? You see where it can originate from and manifest itself out. And those are some of the reasons, man. So, music. Just like music. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 boom boom. Boom boom. Just like music. I'm gonna play some tunes. A tune that was a while back. I remember watching House Party 3, how TLC was on there, and they were using sex as a weapon. That was the name of their group. Sex as a weapon, sex is a weapon. I was just like, wow. I like that. Like, to me, when I heard that, I was just like, it resonated with me. And of course, for those on any journey, whatever you want to call it, following your intuition, trusting in the resonations that are within, whatever tickles your fancy, whatever gets you off. And that's why, you know, sex is a weapon. Because when you can take, well, not take, but for me, applying the concepts of sex, like foreplay. What are your intentions with foreplay, right? So your intentions of foreplay in the bedroom will correlate to your intentions of foreplay out, manifest out here in the physical realm, as you want to call it, in your daily living. Right? All right. Feel like you take your time with things, you know, get things warmed up. Then you could take that and apply that to your cooking. Let's say you got a cookout coming, got the grill. Right? It's like, hey, you want to use that grill? You know, saying you done purchase a grill and stuff like that. And like, I haven't used it yet, or I have the way I have. And someone says, hey, could you marinate some things for me? You're like, marinate? What the, huh? Cooking foreplay. Applying it to your marinating skills. How do you prepare something? What is your attention to detail? What is your grace, your touch, your feel? Do you want to take your time? Are you visualizing the excitement that they are going to get from the service that you are going to provide? So, something like in there. Oh yeah, music. This is 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 15, somewhere around there. Sex is a weapon.
Is you kidding me? Sex is a weapon, TLC, house party drink. And I don't wanna lose you, too much past in the present, for us to have a future. You know, I got a past, you got a past too. Let's get that out the way for a second so we can enjoy this blessing. It's gotta be my confession, your closet undressing, so when them skeletons come out, we treat it like it's a present, you know. Yeah, it's just a gift and a curse. But when you rapping the rapping, you never know what is worse. Never tell you the truth. Shorty, will you cut me loose? And if to me you are honest, will I expose in the booth? Who knows what the Lord got in store for us? But whatever it is, I swear the devil trying to purchase. I had dreams of riding in a cutlass to the van that I had. Still had them hoes trying to fuck us. I'm playing, not really. See, this is me. I got stories for your bedside to keep you out to sleep. If you tell me who was in your inbox, I be like, geez, the way I see you, we are sin and steal, and we like to preach. Yeah, what kind of message you want? I be all up in my feelings if you want screenshot the phone, you know. 6 seconds with your figure. Word, heard it through the grapevine on a nigga. Quit playing, I ain't playing with ya. This ain't the Stevie and Joe's. I be so tired of hoes. My dream girl is you, and I do pursue. I'm trying to do it the right way. I'm focused on you, you know. Is you kidding me? Sex is a weapon, TLC, house party, babe. Yeah. And I don't wanna lose you, too much past and the present for us to have a future. Who knows what the Lord got in store for us? I'm feeling you, you ain't even know, you know. I guess it's what we make it. Don't say you gon' fuck with me, just fuck with me. Now, why your phone buzzing after 12? Now, why my phone buzzing after 12? We both got past and the present. We ain't tripping, we be like, oh well. Lights please on that J. Cole shit. It must be a full moon, cause we feeling that shit. You know, I like what you like, I know you like what I like. I know you down for whatever, so we give it a try. I swear she was a 10, I throw in my 2 cents. Now why on me could you blame? You know I'm loving that change, yeah. Lord mercy, the conversation is lyrical. I love a woman who I can conversate with is pivotal. Spiritual, yes, suitable. No, it's nothing new to you. Mind, body, and soul together, it's so beautiful. I am so caught all up in you, and I always thought it could be true, and I know my past, it's got that baggage in you. Got a past too, we gotta travel the whistle, it's so official. My heart on my sleeve, it fit you. If I saw you from afar, I'd be like, can I get with ya? Is you kidding me? Sex is a weapon, TLC, house party, babe. Yeah. And I don't wanna lose you, too much past and the present for us to have a future. Who knows what the Lord got in store for us? I'm feeling you, you ain't even know, you know. I guess it's what we make it. Don't say you gon' fuck with me, just fuck with me.
Okay. So, yeah. That is the second time I have listened to that song in maybe 10 years. I remember I used to play it a lot. A lot. I used to play that song. He sit up. Check. My bad if I sit up. Yeah, all right, so we need to write. I feel like we need to write some things down. I had a pad so I could just, well, yeah, we have the notepad. New share. There we go. Yeah. We'll put this right after that. So yeah, okay, so sex is a weapon. Shouts out to TLC. Shouts to House Party 3. I remember the first time I watched that movie, because all I remember my cousins laughing before they even turned it on. They were like, bro, wait till you see angina. I was just like, wait till I see what? Wait till you see angina or angina. I was just like, Okay, whatever that means. I don't know what that means. I did. It was a game changer at that time. It was a game changer. Sex is a weapon. At that time, sex was a weapon. Yes, it was. It was being weaponized back then. The less I knew about it, the more it was a weapon form that I would form against myself. Not realizing that sex is a weapon that you can form. So something you can use. All right. So yeah, it what a time. Hmm. So for this song, it was dope. Just listening back to it. I remember that was the process of many of my songs where we write the first part or write the hook first or maybe the beginning of the first verse. Sometimes I write the second verse first and just be like, I'm just gonna write. And then the hook would come and then I could begin the story or however that went. Hmm. Yeah, the way I would tell a story would be I just at that time I would start writing something. I would just go. Like if I had the instrumental, I would just go and just be like, okay, okay, okay. And then by that time, I would go through it, get to the hook part of the instrumental. By the time that hook part would come in, you can listen to a track and feel when that motherfucker come in. Try that hook come in, I look back at my what I wrote and be like, what kind of theme do we have here? And then and then we write the hook. And then we go back and be like, you know what? Let's be more specific and start the song off here or something like that. So there'll be many times in even like a track like this where my mind has something to say. Like if we write the first verse and then we'll come back and we'll write the second verse later. Because once we listen to this over and over and we've gone through it, it's like I need to progress, you know? Like I like to, as I listen back, it's like I needed to speak on what was going on, but I also need to talk about what I wanted, what I desired. And what I desired in this song was like a balanced connection. And even one at the time where it was like, I got baggage, you got baggage, right? It's just like, okay, we're not hiding anything. If we put this shit out on the table, then we can work together on this shit. That was me back then. At that time, that's the way I that's the way I projected it. Did I know how to do it? Eh, sometimes. But what I know now is using this information for myself to work me, not trying to fix someone else, or giving the hope to someone that I can fix them, have, or I have the thing that can fix them. When it's like, however they perceive the information is how they perceive the information. So I must express it and give it in. Well, just flow, you know. I feel I meditate beforehand, keep our breath flowing. Trust spirit as we go. And whatever resonates will resonate. Man. What else were we going to talk about? Um, Anytime you are going back in time in your now, go to that time in your mind. This is the meditation for me. Go back in that time and that version of yourself that wrote that song or that poem or wrote that speech, did that job, lived at that house, drove in that car. Go back to that version of self. Give some gratitude. Hug, talk out some shit. Update them. Let them speak on what they need to speak on. And that would be your unknown self speaking. The things about yourself that are unknown to you. Like, I can go back to this version of myself and let myself know that the judgment that they had uh, in creating this song, they don't have to hold on to that judgment anymore. And don't have to hope that these things are coming true. You know, I like that when we wrote in the song, it's, I always thought it could be true, or I always thought it would be true. Like all of it. Like I was not giving up on, was not giving up on balance. I wasn't giving up on finding my inner balance. I wasn't giving up on love. I wasn't giving up on relationships. It didn't matter. It's all right. It was all right. Like at that time, I thought I knew everything about myself. Of course. Now that I see that that's one of the playbooks that you get. You just realize that you've been running some of the running plays and never actually sat down to design any of your own or sat down with those who designed the plays that you're running now. Just like sex is a weapon. Like you can continue this sex is a weapon to me, for me, that we use. Mm. Finding the finding your spiritual path within sex, releasing the guilt, releasing the fear, releasing the shame, releasing the I didn't know, all that portion. So, my parents didn't tell me, or they did, but they made it seem like just judgment. We're going back in time to that version of self, and we're explaining the playbook. That's all it is. It's like I'm 38, so writing this song's probably around 29, 30, 28, 29, 30. It's like I can go back to that time and say, hey, you remember these plays you was running? Yeah. I just want to let you know we get yards off them others. We getting yards off them niggas. All right. Well, and you like, I remember this play, do a lot of interceptions on them. That's because you didn't know about the defense that they was playing. All right. And also the motherfuckers you was throwing the ball to, they were not aware. They weren't even paying attention to the plays. All right. And also things like that, using your second year, using your first year. It, you have to you gotta let yourself know it's all right. Then you go back and say, all right, let's run these plays again. If you want to run them and they're all to completion, yes. You want to destroy them, go right ahead. Say, hey, these we don't need anymore. And the version of yourself will let you know what plays you don't need now. Or if it's like, hey, the way you be thinking about food and whatnot, you do know that that's from here. You know, maybe you have certain eating habits. Well, what were your eating habits as a kid, middle school, high school, adult? You know, was food scarce? Or even if it wasn't scarce, you had to share. There's definitely judgments and mentalities that come from having to share, what comes with sharing, which comes with having that sense of nothing is mine, totally. And just updating your playbook to see how that manifests in your daily life and what is there to get rid of? What is there to update yourself on? Because many a time, you're not just fixing plays and pointing things out and shit like that. There are many times where that version of yourself from 20 years ago, 10 years ago, an era, a time, a space, um, the football team version of you, the cheerleader version of you, the 10-year-old version of you, the when people die version of you, when close friends pick on you version of you, when your older siblings pick on you version of you, when people you never heard of pick on you version of you. Like there are so many versions of you that have held on to judgment, that have had to go out here and be on this path, this journey, and hit these checkpoints. And the checkpoints are our notes that we take. Many of those notes are in our memories, in which there's so much outside material that has us occupied with it. So we don't think about the version of ourselves. We don't think about hugging our 10-year-old selves. We don't think about hugging or recovering understanding on that version of ourselves that uh, is afraid of the water, or that version of ourselves that really is into that type of porn. Like you are connected to a type of porn that if you gather the understanding on why you would even be interested in that type of porn. You could just take that for your visualization into your meditation and manifest that into your reality, and you won't need the porn anymore. You won't need the porn as a proxy, catalyst, or, well, I'll just use my words. You won't need the porn as a jump off point, right? So that's how sex can be a weapon. The porn thing works. It does. hmm hmm Your visualization, your your ability, our ability, my awareness of my ability to stimulate myself with 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 just visualizing cuts out porn as the middleman. Like porn ain't the middleman. Like I don't need to go through you. You're not my third party. You used to be, but that was the program. That was a program that many had to go through. I mean, shit. If it's free, man, you better watch. Well, fuck all the better watch out because we're not pointing out fear. Be aware of free things. And be aware means to read the energy of the freeness that you're getting yourself into. Right? You'll feel the body pulses before you do certain things, before you touch certain things. Right? There are certain samples that you just not gonna fuck with. The playbook. What else? What else? Playbook. Update your plays. How? But how would you update your plays? You got lecturers, you got YouTube, you got lecturers on YouTube, like and these lecturers are lecturers that are giving information and also references in which you can get this information for yourself and to use and to practice. Implement, apply, embody, be, and ascend. So I will do the same thing or a similar thing or my version of it. Our library. So as far as even something like this, what we breathing exercises, psychic development for beginners, an easy guide to releasing and developing your psychic abilities by William W. Hewitt. Or something like this. Look at it. Don't you love it? Table of contents, introduction. I always read it for myself. Reading introductions has really boosted my understanding of the material that I'm into, that I'm connecting with, because I rushed through a lot of shit. I didn't know I still had that program going on. that should be still running. I did not know that at the time, that I would rush through things. So I used to rush through shit when I was a kid. I'm like, shit. So now during meditations, we practice like, should we do it right now? We got the tones popping. Hands in the lap, shoulders back, feet flat, looking straight. Exhale. See, now I visualize myself and my 8-year-old self sitting at a desk in class with time, not rushing. Comfortable with my answers, confident in my study habits. Because I can be the teacher in this visualization. And as the teacher, I import the skills of now into this visualization with me then. Because the divinity in me sees the divinity in you. And that younger version of myself can also upload the highest vibration of knowledge to me. Of any judgments that I still hold that are to be released in this moment in time. If you need to, it's okay. Just walk over. Give yourself a hug. Let yourself know we did it. Your work is paying off. Everything you went through, experienced, is worth it. in the visualization that you are experiencing right now with yourself, your younger self, your higher self, that knowledge is now imported, applied, and used for that version forevermore. So now I walk back to my seat. I sit down. I look over at the clock. I get up. I pack my things. I walk to the door. Say goodbye. Walk out. And fall back to the earth. Gliding. And as I look down, I can see where I'm sitting right now. As I gently falling back into my body. And so it is. We open our eyes. So yeah. Uh, hmm. I must say that was good. Let's do that again. So that meditation was me going back to the version of myself that was learning in school, and I was rushing through things. I rushed through things at home as well. Uh, hurry up and go play. Hurry up and go outside. You know, got dark around 5 something. So you had to hurry up, get the homework done, and hurry up and go get the wood done. Go get that done. Hurry up, go do this, do that, whatnot. So we would rush through things, and also being first, a younger brother thing. So at getting some insight on that as well. And now those judgments manifest themselves into my daily life. I say, oh, we don't need those anymore. Those rules and laws that we made for ourselves back then, they don't apply now. So whenever we're reading information for our recovery, for our recollection, The reading for a grade doesn't exist here. The reading to impress someone doesn't exist here. The reading just on the basis of, man, we're all going to be reading in class tomorrow out loud anyway, so I might as well. Or I have to read out loud, so I might as well. Or I have to get a good grade. You know, those things that's what the program was for me. And then you take that with you in daily living as well. Sex is a weapon. So, an overview of what to expect from the book and yourself, from yourself. Yeah, this is psychic development for beginners, an easy guide to releasing and developing your psychic abilities by William W. Hewitt. An overview of what to expect, abilities, who you are, and how to fit into the scheme of things, your innate rights and responsibilities. These matters are explored as preparation for your psychic training. You are definitely in control of your own destiny. Tells how you can make your life go the way you want it to go. One case study of a basic psychic experience. And there are meditations at each of these. So I'm gonna say the first one is going into the building and going into different levels, elevators in your mind, going into the subconscious. So visualization as well. That visualization is tapping into your imagination. It's just the word for it. Um, Tapping into your senses, sharpening your senses. That's something I like. All this was needed. All this was needed to retune. And it's not discovering your five senses. It's sharpening. Like you aren't discovering shit about yourself that was never there. You'll realize all this shit was there. And once that permeates through your bloodstream, your cells, that all this shit was already inside of you to begin with, not just popped up. No, this shit was already there. You're recovering it. Like your algorithm is gonna kick out so much shit through the breathing, through the breath, through the yoga, all the tools that you will use that are definitely needed and welcome. That is like an infinite amount of ways to ascend. And nigga, all you need is like, all you're gonna be using is like a couple of them. And within that couple is a couple more. And within that couple is a couple more. And within that couple is a couple more. So the abundance is like everywhere. Your psychic shield, becoming a psychic. That was when we were doing the 52 card deck and taking the cards and going through and holding your hand over one card and saying red or black or clubs, a five of clubs, turning it over. It may be, you said red, it might be a three of diamonds. Like, check. You keep going through. It's like, what do you see? What do you feel? That way, also, whenever you are touching, when you are around people, yeah, you know the feeling of when you are grabbing your child, picking them up, hugging them, hugging your mate, certain vibes that come through. You'll know when it's your vibe. You'll know when it's their vibe. You'll know when it's not you at all. It's the situation. It's the energy. Like we make it allows me to step out of it's not fair. Because it's like, not fair. The fuck you mean not fair? If it's a motherfucking full moon, nigga, it's a full moon. What you mean fair? If you know what it is, be on it. Like, if I'm gonna talk so much shit, I might as well ride. If I say I can ride the wave, then goddamn it, how come I don't own a surfboard? Don't be mad. We have, if I have, I'm going to vibrate regardless. So if I'm going to vibrate waves. I better be prepared to ride them waves as well. Because I better ride them waves before I send them out. I'm riding them waves before I send them out. Like, yes, you hear about Carowinds. You go get your friends, y'all go to Carowinds for the first time. But as you get older, there are many times where you are going to need to experience this yourself. You're going to need to go to Carowinds by yourself. Have you ever been to Carowinds by yourself? Have you ever been to your theme park by yourself? Have you ever been to your water park by yourself? Have you ever experienced going to the local pool by yourself? I mean, you go to the gym by yourself, right? How many times do you go to the movies alone? You, you in spirit, you in source, just you and your spirit guides. You doing shit like talking to yourself. It's like when you go to the mall or you go to the grocery store. Many of these times we're going and doing things out of low vibrational energy. Therefore, there is no joy, there is no excitement, there's no nothing. Like there's no type of silver lining. Like when I because for myself, if I until I knew about protecting myself out and about, that I would be going out, attracting certain energies and coming back home with them, leaving them in the car, leaving them on my clothes, and then you bring all that in, you come back in, you leave your clothes here, there, you sit here, you take it there. Now, of course, you'll be doing things like breathing, wiping off, clapping, dancing, singing, being in a certain tune. So unconsciously, subconsciously, you'll be removing just because that's how you work. That's how I work. It's just learning the basics, man. Knowing the basics, the more you know, there's a lot of bullshit that I had in my mind of thought forms, just bullshit thought forms. I would say, I will say, I am saying, for me, in my experience, recovering my power is more interesting than figuring out who did what to me, who didn't say what to me, or what the government did, or what people did behind my back, or what my parents didn't tell me. Like shit like that. Like figuring out, like recovering my own abilities. It's more key. Opens up more portals. More portals of enlightenment, joy, happiness. And even when there's anger or a disappointment, like many of these are trials that I'm running now. Like we're able to run our own experiments, observe our own selves within these experiences. So now we're not relying on third party consent. It's not ruled by confusion. Not going to be upset at vote for certain things. And honestly, if I'm vibrating in a higher plane, therefore, there are going to be lower frequencies that I'm just not it's not even going to reach me. So therefore, there isn't any need for me to even be concerned about low frequencies that might reach me if I slide back or fall down. No, I didn't fall down or slide back into it. That's well, I did say it like that. The religious motif that I've grown up on. We went through it. Communicating with people, communicating with entities, communicating with animals, your warning system today. Great. Today we I want to say we played this before we even left. I like to play it in my key before I leave. We have certain protection things that we do beforehand. What used to take 15 minutes, 20 minutes to do years ago, now, like all that practice, I'm telling you, when opening up gateways and the magical colors and going in your mind's eye and going through this doorway and opening up yellow and green and orange and red and east and south and west, like all those. So those things that took 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, now it's just like that. It's a tap of this or it's a shake of that. Or it's just doing it in my mind. So today when we leave, we go driving through town and I'm at the stoplight. Traffic going this way and this way. I'm at the light, no traffic here, the mall's on the other side. So in this lane, well, this lane I can make a right. This lane, people making a right, I'm making a left. Lights red, we chilling. I'm chilling, they're chilling, them over there chilling. So light turns green. I look, mm, mm, and then ease out. And as I'm easing out, the person who's at a red light decides to go. It's a clear red light. We ain't talking about one of them that went green, yellow, red, or something like that. Or it was a left turn signal or something, right turn signal. My man's just went. Mm. Now, as I'm going, I look to the left and I easily slow on my brakes and stop. Just, mm. And he's driving and then he abruptly stops. And I look at him, I hold my hand on my heart and I just smile and I make my left turn. And he's even, as I'm making my left turn, he's bagging back. And I'm driving down. I'm just like, ah, that purple sphere. Yes, it do. Because we've been putting the purple sphere, or the violet sphere around us as we're moving um, for protection when we out and about. Now, also with that, at the light, we're not in a rush, just as the meditation we just did. Me as a kid, rushing through things, being in a hurry, feeling like I got to do this or else, you know. Also, things at the house, you got to do this or else was the punishment, all that. So, growing up through that, you develop certain survival tactics, survival techniques. That was my survival technique. If I finish first, no one's going to call me lazy. If I finish first, no one's going to call me this, call me that, yell at me, do any of those things. Hmm. So, yes, I'm driving down. I'm just like, wow, that just happened. And not only that, my mindset of I wasn't upset at myself. I wasn't surprised at myself. I wasn't angry at myself. I just, it was like we were just on autopilot. It was as if I was driving and a ball rolled into the road and I just came to a regular stop, like, ain't no biggie. Like the way I see it, I got to watch Source in action. That's the way I see it. I got to watch Source in action and get front row seats to seeing the work. Because, it should be working when you at the crib. You know what I'm saying? When you got house field advantage, but always knowing that you got home field advantage out there because you take home is where the heart is. So you take your home wherever you go. So I'm taking home wherever I go. Let me protect home. I'm gonna protect home. That means I ain't got to be worrying and rushing. This also means when things go down, I don't need to come from a low vibrational place where I need to throw my anger at someone else or throw it at myself or any type of blame. So I can just observe it and be like, oh shit, check that out. And then like a couple days from now, week, 2 week, maybe 6 months, a year from now, this same moment will come back and I will have high vibrational, uh, a high vibrational recall of this experience. So now we can build upon that. So now I'm already visualizing we'll be able to build on to this in the future. So that's dope. And I feel um, that is some information and maybe some concepts they can use. I've been able to use it for myself, gathering it from information portals such as these, Scrying for Beginners, Aleister Crowley, Spiritual Growth Beyond Yourself by Sanaya Roman. Awesome. And many of these books are practical books. So there are meditations, incantations, uh, opening, closing ceremonies, visualizations, astral travel, creative writing, sigil making. So these are things that you are doing to empower yourself, where you are finding more about yourself, how you operate, how you move, how do you generate, how do you operate, and how do you destroy? How do you generate your energy? How do you operate within that energy? And how do you destroy that energy? Or how do you destroy energies? How do you destroy your energy so you can generate, so you can regenerate? And in that cyclical motion, triangular motion, that angle, all in that. How do I generate? How do I operate? How do I destroy? Yeah, so being all of it, as you see, man, we got tons in here. We got thousands of books, man. And these books, when you take notes, them sigils, putting those notes under your pillow, um, communing with the energy streams, the deities, the gods, the goddesses that are with these books, within these books as well. The wisdom codes, the codes that are within yourself, they're all in there. You're just activating them. The agreements, the things that you agreed to as a child, things that you agreed to on a daily basis. All the apps that you have on your phone, you had to do what to get them? Agree. So, see sounds. Yeah. So just being what you be on. And let's play some tunes on the way out. I will say I am aware. I I didn't see myself expressing that type of emotion, but you know what? Vulnerable, vulnerable. It's okay. I won't edit it out. Ego may want to. Just knowing that, well, not just knowing, that younger self had been waiting for that hug. And that's coming back with that. And knowing that at the very beginning, we started by opening our heart, tapping into the energy of our heart, agitating, sending a vibration, activating the vibration within. And yeah, practice it, do it. It's on YouTube as well. Check it out. Hundreds of books. Got the More Room Library. Drive, drive, drive. Which drive? Got the More Room. Let's move this over. It's this one. More Room Library 2. Educate me. Sex is a weapon to your see house party 3. It was something that I would say regularly, and it became uh, something that those around me would say back. Walt would say it, Alvin would say it, Preston would say it, Deshaun would say it, Taryn. Sometimes just got to tell the truth by self, mate. Hey, Will, Adrian, um, Walter. The older I get, I want to call people by their name. Um, just my own personal, probably an ego thing, whatever. It's spiritual in there somewhere. It is. Um, oh, so you're looking for tarot, tarot. tarot reading, decks, cards, anything like that. Now, I would say Travis Magus. Magus? Magus? Magus. Travis Magus. It's like LVX 777. It's something in there. Go on YouTube. I'm telling you. Like that's like master teacher ish right there. Not well, ish isn't shit. That type of ish. Hmm. What was it? This was the one I was reading because I got that. I received that deck a couple weeks ago. Well, actually for Christmas. Um, Kabayan. Kabayan. Jeez, how many Kabayans do I have? Golly. Hey, Ancient Future. Animal Speak. Um, because this one, from what I'm seeing, give you the title page, if it's there, and how many times it's referenced in the book. Gotta be. Hmm. But yeah, the animal speak, Ted Andrews communicating with your animal spirit within. Shit. How many Disney movies have we watched connecting ourselves with animal spirits? Brother Bear. Um, I mean, shit, all of them. Finding Dory, Lion King, Timon and Pumbaa. Like, it's all in there. Every single one. Dora. Um, Dino Dana. Golly, that Dino Dana movie. I'm telling you. Say we're looking for spirit. Champions of the Fairy Kingdom. Spirits book, alchemy, like meeting and working with spirit guides. There's many ways into it. Ask your higher self where to go, which books to pick, what elements to activate. Earth element of your within yourself, the water element, your emotions, your earth, your grounding, your fire, the fire in your belly. You know, not just doing fears here, not just doing the bad stuff about ourselves, not just here to fix ourselves. We're experimenting with many versions of ourselves and experiencing that balance, masculine, feminine energies within every experience we've ever had. I'm doing way too much weed shit. Dictionaries. And the dictionaries are very helpful for me. Symbols, sigils, um, knowing the esoteric meanings, the many meanings, not just one, not one set. Power your subconscious mind. Metaphysical Bible dictionary. So that way, if I'm looking at the eye of Ra, well, what does the eye mean? Metaphysically, spiritually, those sorts of things. Dictionary symbols. Ooh, the etymology. Mm-hmm. Sacred symbols. Yeah. Give me your science. Go in and get the science to it. Oh, and dictionary. Encyclopedia. There we go. Let's do this one instead. Encyclopedia got a little bit more. It's gonna give a lot more for you. Yeah, Encyclopedia of Herbal Medicine, Occultism, Secret Societies, Magic Squares. That was we. This one we're gonna have to sit down, sit down a little bit, have more patience with ourselves with this one. Yes. Mm-hmm. Just gonna have to put more input equals more output. Encyclopedia of Witches, Demons and Demonology. Yeah, come on here and get it. Shit. Encyclopedia 20,000 Dreams. Ultimate A to Z to interpret the secrets of your dreams. Yeah. hmm And reading the intros to these 4 stages, getting the science on what you're doing. Because when I'm reading, it's like, oh shit, the awareness of, oh wow, we're reading for a purpose now. You're not reading just to get a grade. You're not reading so you don't get in trouble. You're not reading because, if you read 10 books, you get to go on I don't know, or you get a prize at school if you read 5 books by the end of the week, some shit, or the summer reading program. I'll just put down that I had 25. Yeah, shit like that. But that's what I enjoy. That's when I would be like, man, we're getting old and you're getting old. I'm like, shit, I'm not getting old. I'm not getting old. I'm not getting older. Last time I checked, if we have ages, right? But age has judgment. We have numbers. So every year I go up a number. Last time I checked, numbers are infinite, right? So the fuck am I worried about? My numbers do not end. They end here. They don't end for me. So I I enjoy inquiring more information because we can come in here and get this. The hows, the whys, and the whats of sleep and dreams. Things about getting into occult information is many of the beginnings of these dictionaries and encyclopedias are clearing up or have the ability for you. It mirrors back into you of and clear up those thought forms and judgments that you had and ignorance about sleep, about dreams. Just the simple pathway of I'm going to bed to I am going to sleep. We're not going to bed. We're going to sleep. Because while we are sleeping, we are dreaming. While we are dreaming, we are lucid. While we are lucid, we are gathering information. We are gathering the truth. We are gathering those clues of ourselves. When we're in the bed, we're resting. When we're in the bed, we're just getting ready for tomorrow. When we're in the bed, we're just fucking. When we're in the bed, we're getting ready so we can go to school tomorrow. Sound like a whole bunch of low vibrations up in that bed. So we're just expanding our awareness of our sleep. So read them intros, you know, and also read the intros because we're also training our subconscious mind that it's okay to know more. It's okay to know more. We've been telling ourselves that we don't need to learn no more. We don't need new information. We don't need more information. The information we have been consuming has been bullshit. Therefore, we don't want to consume bullshit. And if we think everything is bullshit, then we will discount these things. And these are the things that we did when we was kids. teenagers, young adults, mid adults, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, however. I know these were the things that I realized by myself. Oh, all right. Got any dreams? We'll get one. 994. 9999. And maybe no. Mm, oh well. Anyway, shit, we can go for agreements. First agreement. Is it this way or this way? Oh yes, be impeccable with your word. Your word is the power that you have to create. Your word is the gift that comes directly from God. The Gospel of John in the Bible, speaking in the creation of the universe, says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word is God. Through the Word, you express your creative power. Mhm. And of course, if you have any heightened sensations about reading about God or the Bible, it's okay. Just keep reading. Just keep reading. This is foreplay, baby. This is foreplay. You know? Look, during foreplay, you get a hair on your tongue. What do? Do you stop having sex just, well, do you stop doing what you're doing just because you get a little hair on your tongue? No, you do not. You be like, you don't, like, you know what I'm saying? You keep going. Keep reading. Like, when you look at these words, you know what I'm saying? Sex is a weapon. So imagine these words. Imagine this whole thing is some fellatio. Mm. And you're going to town, right? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word is God. A little hair on the tongue, and nothing. Through the Word, you express your creative power. It is through the Word that you manifest everything, regardless of what language you speak. Your intent manifests through the Word. What you dream, what you feel, what you really are, will all be manifested through the Word. Mhm. Yeah. So you just keep reading. You keep going. You keep going. Like when you're massaging, giving someone a back rub, you know what I'm saying? An erotic back rub, the massage, you kissing on the neck, on the back. If they have a back pimple, you know what you do? You keep reading, you keep massaging, you keep kissing. You don't go to the I mean, you can, but observe how that energy persists. Now, if you got the type of person where you can do the back pimple and y'all can go back and forth and woo 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 woo, and then y'all get right back to it. Holla if you hear me. But if your judgment of a situation your word, your actions, your force, your power, your expression, your communication. It's gonna fuck it up and let it go. Keep reading. Just keep reading. I'm gonna play some music on the way out. It's like time to do something else. I'm gonna take some more notes, read something else. So let's play on the way out. Ground. Let's do some grounding on our way out. And that will be the note of C. You, you. Your legs vibrate. Knees, feet. Mhm. Oh yeah. Let's play some tunes. Gotta go out and go out with a big one. So, ooh, look at that. See? Winning. You dream of winning, whether surprise, competition, or contest, this illustrates your feelings of confidence. And also, writing these things down. What resonates with you resonates with you. Not everything will. It's okay. There are many who have grown up with oh my goodness, you had to care about other things the other people had to care about. You had to care about your little sister. When your sister fell down and hurt her knee, you couldn't be sitting around laughing about life. You couldn't be happy. You had to be concerned too, right? So you had to feel like other people had to feel in order to uh, serve the energy stream that is looking for, that is seeking that reverence, seeking that type of praise, that type of attention. Uh, So when you're reading about this, it it resonates, let it resonate. If not, it's all right. Keep it moving. It may be a reassurance from your subconscious that you have what it takes to be a success in waking life. On the other hand, dream oracles suggest that this kind of dream can sometimes mean the opposite. If you dream of winning a lottery ticket, this indicates a newfound sense of optimism in your waking life. If you see numbers on a lottery ticket, consider buying a lottery ticket and use the numbers you saw in the dream. Losing or drawing the lottery in the dream is a warning that you might be surrounded by false friends, that your hopes are unrealistic. See also numbers. Taking it easy on yourself, not being hard on yourself as those who were when they were adults who had to be because of the programming. When we're able to step back and observe, we're able to take this and apply it. And just look around and say, am I surrounded by false friends? Am I so, if I, and we're not blaming those false friends either. They're just people. They're energy streams. They're signs. They're symbols. So you just ask the question, why am I attracting those sorts of people? Hey, why does it seem we need each other? Why do I feel like I need them? Why do I feel like they need me? These are the things we're writing down. These are the things we're being honest of. These are the things we're taking into meditation. Sitting down with our higher selves. We're like, hey, what's up with this? Why am I up here with so-and-so? You know, you maybe have the inspiration to find their birthday, numerology. Find your connection with them. It's like, all right, go in meditation, be like, all right, when did we meet? Why did we meet? What's up? What are the lessons I am to learn from you? Maybe they were the star on the team. You were not. Okay. Now you get to learn something about them. Get to take them out of that veil, that pedestal that you had put them on, the pedestal that you put yourself on back then, because now we know we had so many judgments going on at that time, known and unknown. We had a lot of excitements and experience. We had so many experiences. I had so many experiences going on at many times. We weren't purposely energy clearing. We weren't strategically cleansing our minds of thought forms and whatnot. We were consistently taking on other people's energies, thought forms, ideas, ways of living, sexual habits. I guarantee, even without porn, you've got 1,000 sexual habits running through you. So many people's types of sexual habits, thought forms. So, yeah, when you're out here seeking teachings for your young children, ask for those who are purified. And whatever you're asking for, be that as well. Because you be what you want your kids to find out there. If you are that, and they'll seek that. Okay, cool. Anyway, if it resonated, do it. If it don't, you know how many other motherfuckers you can go get some info from? Nigga, don't get hung up on me. I'm just one. And if you close your eyes, and if you keep it moving for long enough, I won't even exist. Ain't that a motherfucker? If you keep it moving long enough, I won't even exist to you. Like, if you never came back to this video after tomorrow, I won't even exist in your mind. You'll never even know I was here. So what type of opinion would you ever hold of me? What type of opinion would I ever hold of someone else? If in 4 minutes I will forget you. Like for real, forget you. Like spirit would be like, yeah, get them the fuck out of here. Sandman ass nigga. I was gonna play some tunes with them. I sure was.
The feel that I feel when I'm gripping the wheel. Easy to chill, but I kill it at will. Something obnoxious to put in your face. Feel like I'm left with a moment of grace. Keeping my pace, stay in my lane. Hit you with bliss like an oncoming train. Stomach and knots, feed me your brain. Stimulate mental, the key to my game. The shit that I'm keeping at hip. Bitches the pin of the one. Something that's similar to slum. Graceful as swans, tasteful and make a good song. The devilly one. God, I've been lost in these bonds. Give me a year. A freshman, I'm guessing I'm best in my peers. Out of my class, cup runneth over. Spill out my glass. Bitches the truth. Say that I want. Say what I want. Yours come out of your ass. Talk too much shit. You won't surpass this moment. I'm holding. I'm choking and hope it don't pass. God, was I crass? Give me the drive. Give me more lives. Give me supplies. See through their lies. Make me more wise. Give me direction. I hope I don't crash. It's mine in time. It's mine in time. I know that's the way it goes. It's mine in time. It's mine in time. I know that's the way it goes. It's mine in time. I know. It's mine in time. This mic and a little bit of daft, and I draft a little bit of craft, and I'm cool with a little bit I have and a little bit I got. I can give to you in pass, I do declare. Give them the vapors before we put heat on the wax, keep it tight on the papers. Lace up the track with the dust of an angel. The stars have aligned as I drive at an angle. Won't let go of it all till it's mangled. Strangle and dangle it all by the ankle. Let go, hell no, work until I'm spangled. Anxious, lead me through the west and keep me tranquil. Engine number 9, puff the cloud that I'm flying on. You can see me glide, that's the sound that I'm riding on. Microphone check, it ain't good for me to rhyme it on. Still on the left, tight to death, need no flex. Nah, these are the words that were given to me. It's all been absorbed, can you get into me? It's all for the war when it get into me. With this intimacy, won't you give in to me? It's mine in time. It's mine in time. I know that's the way it goes. It's mine in time. It's mine in time. I know that's the way it goes.
I am grateful. I am grateful. It's mine in time. It's mine in time. I know that's the way it goes. It's mine in time. It's mine in time. I know that's the way it goes.